I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, bright blessed day and the dark and sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow are so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, and I watch them grow. They will learn much more than I will ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Thank you.
Wow. Who is she? Where did she come from? And can we keep her? Yes, yes, yes. Her name is Reka Ohal. She was given to us by Spirit. And we do get to keep her beginning the first Sunday in February. She will be our new music director. So Reka's a little bit bashful about saying more than her name, apparently, but we'll talk her out of that. She is a really highly sought-after performer here in the Denver metro area. She has had several residences, I guess that's like an artist in-house, in the Denver area. Places I'd like to go: Elways, Dazzle, and the Core. She has also been music director for the Bitsy Stage. This, unfortunately, it's closed because I really wanted to go there after I Googled it. It's a small local theater that performed original plays. She composed the music for many of the shows and was musical director for the cast. And many of these shows were interpretations of fairy tales, I believe, and for children. Do you think she can handle us? Yeah, I think she can. So, I know Reka's here for the very first time, and do we have anybody else for the very first time? Wonderful. Thank you for being brave. And Jennifer, our usher, will give you a newcomer packet. Please complete the card there so that you get on our email blast and know what's happening. I promise we will not blast you with emails, just once a week. There we go. Oh, well, speaking of email blast and what's going on around here, I'm looking forward to a busy year, especially a busy new year. Dr. Vern's class begins this week, Wednesday morning or Thursday morning. You don't have to attend both days, but you can switch if you're out of town and need to do so. This will be the last week to register for his class. Also, if you haven't taken one of his classes, there must be somebody here who hasn't yet. But if that's you, then the charge for the class is just $50. So, yeah, many of Dr. Vern's classes, if not most, center around books. We use that as a stimulus for Dr. Vern to lead us in discussion. Lots and lots of these books were written decades ago. And you know what? It doesn't matter, because the spiritual truth is the spiritual truth and always has been and always will be the spiritual truth. But this class is kind of exciting because it's a book. Say the name of the class. Is it Untethered Soul? Living Untethered. Living Untethered. It's a book that was released in May of 2022. So very timely for us. It has over almost 2,000 five-star ratings on Amazon. So if you want to join, take a bit deeper dive into this new timely book, sign up this weekend, go to the website, or check your email blast. And can we have a drum roll for Joe, please? All right. Joe has given us a very special Christmas gift. He has arranged for Master Sufi Douglas Sutton to join us after church on January 22nd. We've reserved a room at the Parker Library. Seating is very limited. This guy is awesome. The depth of his knowledge, the study he has done is unbelievable. I truly think this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So, yeah, registration will open when the e-blast comes out this Wednesday. Seating is limited by the library. We have no option to overextend their number. And CSL Parker gets the first shot to register this week before other spiritual organizations are notified of this opportunity. So do it this week. Okay, anybody here like to play? Shirley likes to play. Nobody likes to play. Alan likes to play. Did anybody here get not quite enough of their grandchildren? Or maybe too much of their grandchildren? You know, I'm going to stop playing to this audience. You guys are making it too hard for me. Bottom line, talk to Felina. If you like to play, if you have a light heart, if you like kids, especially grade school and below, Felina has an opportunity to play with the little ones that come to church. And we have several people that do it. We have 2 Sundays a month that are happily filled, and we'd like to have volunteers for 2 more Sundays. Felina is not here. However, you can reach her through the email blast right on the front there. It's there and also on the web page. So let's do Felina a favor and get 4 Sundays of kids' church going so we can have more kids. All right. Wow. That was too much for me. So let's bring Pam Eichenberger up, our practitioner on duty today, and have her move us into that spiritual place. Did I turn it on?
Yes.
Oops, sorry.
That's okay. Happy New Year. Can you hear me? Yay. How's that? Okay. My first reading this morning is from Ernest Holmes. We have within us a power that is greater than anything we shall ever contact in the outer. A power that can overcome every obstacle in our life and set us safe, satisfied, and at peace, healed and prosperous in a new life and in a new light. And my second reading is from the Science of Mind, January 2023 magazine, Living Out Loud, by Karen Wilson. As we get closer to our eternal truth, we surrender into knowing that life is for us. We trust that while we direct the course of our actions, knowing that the law of cause and effect is always with us, we have no need to know the how. We simply trust and surrender. Let's begin this new year knowing Spirit is with us. Let's know it exists inside and all around us at all times. And it delights in the beauty, elegance, and yes, goofiness that is simple joy of being alive and living to the fullness of our being. Welcome, 2023. And let's pray. As the readings showed, I know and I affirm that God is here. He is in and through every one of us. It is God's message that is coming radiantly through Dr. Vern, and it is God's music that is being played beautifully through Reka. What a wonderful world. What a wonderful service we have today. Our connection with one another is a connection with the divine, knowing that God is in and through this time together, this day as we leave, and this beautiful new year that is ripe with possibilities of wonder, joy, peace, and the love and radiance of God expressing in and through each one of us. I give thanks for everyone that has helped put this service together. I give thanks that the driveway was plowed too. And I give thanks for God, for the good that will be abundantly manifested throughout this year. And together we say and affirm, and so it is.
So I'm pretty sure that teaching class has gone Dr. Vern's head. We're at desks. This is church. We don't sit at desks during church. But Dr. Vern has a really powerful experience coming forward for us today, and it's going to require a little writing. So you've got a desk just in case you don't have a pad to write on. If you need paper or a pen, please raise your hand and Jennifer will bail us out. All right, well, maybe I should blather on for a little longer while Jennifer bails us out, but I don't have anything to say. My misunderstanding. Never mind, erase that comment. So let's bring Dr. Vern up to take us on a fantastic journey into the new year.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh, gosh. Well, we got some things cooking up here today, and it's going to be your life that we're cooking. So we have two parts. First part is we are going to say goodbye to 2022. Yeah, don't be in such a big hurry. I want each of you to just think for a moment, what is the biggest thing you're grateful for from 2022? Just do that in the silence. So I bless that thing that you're so grateful for, knowing that it has touched your life in rich and wondrous ways. Now, let's move on. The reason I'm sitting in the singing chair is because Reka has asked me to sing for her because her voice has gone bad. I don't blame you. I'd leave too. So, where is Jennifer? Okay, so in a moment, Jennifer is going to distribute a small sheet of paper like this to you, and on this paper you are going to write those things that you would really like to release from your life from 2022. I know for myself I'm going to release shingles. Carolyn, I know you have some things that you... So these are things that we no longer want to carry with us. And you might say to yourself, oh, gee, it's not that bad. It's become my best friend now, and I've learned to tolerate it. Well, we're not about learning to tolerate things in our movement. What we want to do is, I was reading this recently where, you know, we're all pure energy. And one of the things we need to do and can do is we want to allow that energy to continue to flow in and through and around us. So I'd like you to take a look and see, do I have some blockages that just seem to be getting in the way? Do I have anything from this year that I just as soon forget all about? And your chance will be then to write those down. We'll put these in our New Year's stew, stir them up and release them. And the phrase I want you to think about, and each person will write and come forward and put their paper in here, and the phrase will be, I release and I let go. And I mean let go. There's no need to carry it out to the parking lot when you leave. You leave it in here, we put it in this bowl, and it dissipates. So, in the silence, I will give you a minute or two to write the first things that come to you. And I know some of you will probably say, oh, I can't remember everything. I made up a list for you. Actually, they're my list. That's the truth. And I sat down and I wrote and I wrote and I wrote, and I have a lot of stuff to let go of. So I'm going to be with you this morning. We're going to let it go. So Jennifer, would you distribute these dissipating slips of paper to everyone? And while she's doing that, oh, we have a troublemaker in the group, I can tell. While she's distributing those, start thinking about what you want to release, what you no longer want to carry, which has been annoying to you, which has been a pain, which is something that in the next hour you can let it all go. And if you should need an extra page, then just raise your hand and Jennifer will make sure you get an extra sheet, all right? We have these beautiful blue CSO Parker pens on the table for you. And be thinking while you write, I release so gladly. And I let go. Do you need something to write on?
All right.
Okay. Just keep writing. And here's a tickler list for you. Any judgments of any kind that I might be willing to let go of myself or others? Any worries or fears that you'd like to leave behind? Any bossiness or managing of others that you'd like to let go of? You know, as Paul Ferrini says, stay in your own lane. If you are someone who gets in other people's lane to try to tell them how to live, let it go with gladness. Any pettiness? Any jealousy? Any people that come to the top of your list when I say that you just as soon let go right now? You're tired of talking about them, you're tired of thinking about them, you're tired of judging them. This is your time to let go. What about any resistance that you have to certain things in your life? Or what about resistance in general? I know that this was a big one for me last year, resistance to how things are in the world. You know, I think sometimes I'd do a better job than God at running the universe. And so I can just let that go. Any comparison of ourselves to others and finding ourselves either better than or less than? I know I'll get a few of you on this one. Are there any controllers in this room? And if so, are you willing to let go of being a controller? How about any smallness? I'm just not smart enough, good enough, thin enough, tall enough, short enough. You fill in the blanks. I hope I'm not going too fast. I just am trying to be conscious of time. If I go too fast and you want me to slow down, please raise your hand like that and I'll put the brakes on a little bit. How about any sense of separation that you have with others? Separation from any family members, from any relatives, from any politicians. How about any separation from God? Yeah, a reminder, if you need more disposable paper, raise your hand and we'll get it to you. You know, it's okay if you're writing a novel. Your life is a novel anyway, right? Is there any clutter in your life that you would like to let go of? And I mean in your closets, in your kitchens, oh my gosh, in your head itself, any clutter. What you want to do is make room for more good stuff. And the good stuff can't come in as long as the clutter is filling. This one just got reminded to me. Anyone ready to let go of all the head stuff to make room for the heart? Any criticisms of self that you don't want to carry over into this year? Any criticisms? And if you said you don't have any, I'd say you're probably lying to yourself. I don't know any of us that don't criticize ourselves way too much. I call it the inner nag. Can we let go of the inner nag and make room for the inner praise? How about addictions? Any addictions that are left over? I have one. How about anyone have any complaining that they do that they're willing to stop? Let it go. Any complaining? Guilty. You know, I can't tell you how many times I've said I'm going to stop complaining only to find myself back at it again. So I am really ready to let that one go. Oh, here's one written just for me. Impatience. And if you don't think you're impatient, check yourself out in the rearview mirror while you're driving and you just got cut off. Or following somebody that's going too slow. How about anyone that's serving ego too much and would like to let go of paying too much attention to fear, worry, anxiety, judgment, all those things that ego brings us, that it says it's bringing to keep us safe, but which has us living in a state of hell. Because 2023, you see, is a year of heaven. And in a little bit, we're going to be creating our heavenly experience for this year. Now, I know that I may have missed a few things, so I'm going to give you another minute to just, in the silence, contemplate if there's anything else left on that list that you'd really like to let go of. Okay. I want to thank Luann for bringing our beautiful bowl up here. It even has lights in the base, which you'll get to see when you come up. So as you come forward, I'll bring you up by rows. As you come forward, the phrase I'd recommend, you can say whatever the heck you want, but the phrase I'd recommend is I release and I let go of my gunk. Bless it and release it. Okay. All right. I'll put mine in first because I'm sitting here closest to it. Stir it up. It's going to get mucky. Do you notice how your life gets mucky when you let stuff hang around? Well, we're going to see it manifest up here in front of all of us. The last row, starting with Kenny. Kenny, would you lead the group? And if you'll come up and either in silence or out loud, I release and I let go and I let God.
I release and I let go. Put it in.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Good God.
I release and I let go.
You got it.
I release, I let go.
Oh, yeah.
And
Thank you.
God.
Oh, that's a big list.
I release, I let go, and I let God. Don't drink the water.
Oh, yeah.
With blessings, I release and I let go.
Thank you.
I release and I let go. Gone. Magic. Done.
I release and I let go.
Thank you, Ann.
I release and I let go.
Oh,
Stew on
yeah.
that.
I bless you.
I release and I let go.
Yay.
I happily release and let go.
Thank you. Front row.
I release and I let go. God's got
You sure you
this.
don't want it?
No.
Okay.
I release and I let go.
Thank you, DJ.
I release and I let go.
Thank you.
I release and I let go.
It's gone.
It's gone.
I release and I let go.
It's gone.
I release and I let go.
It is gone. Thank you. Well, as you can see, oh, right, Clyde is coming.
I really release and let go.
All right, way to go, Clyde. And Dorothy,
I release and I let go.
It's-
Bless it.
it's gone, Dorothy. Okay, the trouble row, the middle row may now come up. We're making Kool-Aid up here.
Looks delicious.
Yeah, don't drink the water.
Farewell, bittersweet prince.
Ooh,
I release and I let go.
it's gone, Alan.
I release and let go.
I'll get it gone for you, Irene. There you go.
I release and let go. See my list?
Don't want to bring that into 2023.
Good. It's gone. Thank you.
Hopefully.
All right, Ralph. Oh. Bye-bye. Did you write a book?
I did. I release and I let go.
And it, whew.
I release and I let go. Good riddance.
Hi, Janet.
I gladly release.
Oh, it's gone. Anyone else? So what I know is that these have now dissipated. They are gone forever. I invite you not to bring them back. If they should come back, just say goodbye again and just let it go. And sometimes we can't let go. It's easier to let go, let me rephrase that, when we have something on the horizon that replaces us that's even greater. And we're going to do that in a little bit, but Reka, are you going to do another song now? Sure. Okay, thank you very much. And, while she's going up the stairs, let's applaud and acknowledge ourselves for letting go.
So I thought this would be a good song in preparation for what's coming next in this service. I am unwritten, can't read my mind. I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, pens in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Tradition sometimes my tries outside the lines. Oh, we've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with heart wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten.
thank you so much, Reka. Well, this is the time that we now stand on the threshold of all of our tomorrows. And when you're at the age that I am, although Clyde and Dorothy are ahead of me in that, I still appreciate more than ever every moment that I am given. And Jennifer, if you would start to distribute those, please. Jennifer's going to distribute our revealing sheet, and each of you will have one of these. And I found this from an author called Mark Nepo. And, you know, have you ever read in a book something that made you stop and go, wait a minute, did I see that correctly? That is what this passage did for me. And it's so perfect with visioning and creating and revealing our 2023. In seeking what is essential, we become essential. So when I say, I would like to be more loving, and I seek being more loving, I can't help it, because what I'm saying to the God of my universe is, take over, take charge, and create me as this more loving being. And it happened for me yesterday. My house cleaner was there, and she said, you know, I don't know if I can clean for you anymore. And I thought, well, does she want a raise? I just gave her a raise a couple months ago. What's going on? She said, you know how you used to write on the bottom of your checks a little note down there? You don't do that anymore, and I want you to do that for me. It means that much. So I said, okay, if that's what it takes and more, I'll be happy to do it. So you see, we may think we've reached all the way around the bases, but we may not. And if you're blessed as I am, you always have someone that can remind you, you haven't hit the home run yet. And so our next part about revealing, because I honestly believe that each of us is a perfect expression of the divine. At our birth, that seed of perfection was placed in each of us. And so now it's about what part am I willing to reveal now? So this isn't about getting better. It's not about setting a New Year's resolution, which they say the average New Year's resolution lasts maybe 2 weeks. So we're not going to not only set our intention, but we're going to lock it in. And we'll see how we lock it in when we get there. So the next part is for you to listen to your source, your God nature, for what is the next part of you that is to be revealed. And I'm not talking things. I'm not talking form, I'm talking essence. I pretty much already told you part of mine, which is I want to bring more love to the world. Now, when you say that, I mean, that's not yours, that's mine. But when you say whatever your intention is, you do not need to think about how is that going to happen, because that's up to God. But I will say this. When you're clear, once you're clear, fasten your seatbelts, because get ready for the ride of your life, because here it comes. I promise you. maybe I'm going to say a few things, and maybe something will catch with you, maybe it won't. But before I do that, how about a little silence where you can just contemplate and say, okay, what is it? Reveal it to me now. And as it's revealed to you, please say thank you. I know that your inner source is talking to you now, and so I apologize, but I do want to assist those that are drawing a blank right now. So, would you be willing to experience more peace, more of a sense of oneness? Wisdom. A full and open heart. A prosperous heart, a generous heart, a grateful heart. Forgiveness of self and others. A continuous stream of perfect health, energy, balance, compassion, connection, healing of the division within our own hearts and in our own country. Recognition of the invisible. Okay, I'll give you a minute to wrap up. This list is a beginning list. I hope you will give yourselves the gift of adding to it as things come to you. And knowing that right now, in this moment, whatever has been revealed to you is your gift. And of those things that you have listed for yourself, is there one that stands out more than any of the others? And if that is so, are you willing to have that be your North Star this year? That guiding star that in all kinds of weather, stormy and clear and sunny and whatever kind of weather, that you carry that and remember that at all times. So how do I lock in my intention for 2023? Well, here's a start. I'd like you to either list or make a mental note. What is one thing that I will do to initiate this intention? Because you know what? Intentions are just like New Year's resolutions. They are only as good as what we put behind them. So what is it that you will do to remember your intention? Some people put their intentions up on the mirror where they see them every day. Some have them established as a regular prayer. Some set their timers on their cell phones once a day to ding. And then you go, why is my cell phone dinging? It's because God is telling you to remember your intention. Or if you're like I am, you are very fortunate and you have good friends that give you a mug for Christmas that says this: "Good morning, Dr. Vern. I will be handling all of your problems today," and it is signed God. Is that beautiful or what? So whatever it takes with your coffee mug of life, but here's the thing I would say to all of us. Let's record our intention in our beautiful hearts, because our hearts will not ever forget. So I bless you, and I bless your intentions, knowing they are fulfilled absolutely. And so it is. Ann, you're up.
I thought Reka was up.
Reka's up.
Am I doing it during the offering or?
Oh, okay, you're up after the offering?
I don't know.
We're just going to wing it here. It'll be perfect.
Tell me what to do and where to go.
It always is perfect around here. Well, you may have overheard. This is our time of offering. So, big secret here. So I would ask Jennifer Drybread, our hard-working usher today. She's done at least 3 people's worth of work to come forward. And I would put my offering in here, but it's not in my hand. It's in my heart. So before we start, Jennifer, if you could repeat after me. If you could place your gift, the one that's in your heart, the one that's in your hand, place it over your heart and repeat after me. I give this gift for you. I give this gift for me. Knowing that as I give, so shall I receive. And so it is.
I'm going to bring jazz to the church here today. Everybody okay with that? I thought this was a good song for the new year. On a clear day, rise and look around you, and you'll see who you are. On a clear day, how it will astound you that the glow of your being outshines every star. You'll feel part of every mountain, sea and shore. You can hear from far and near a world you've never ever heard before. And on a clear day, on that clear day, you can see forever and ever and ever and ever more. On a clear day, rise and look around you, and you'll see who you are. On that clear day, how it will astound you that the glow of your being outshines every star. You'll feel part of every mountain, sea and shore. You can hear from far and near a world you've never ever heard before. On that clear day, on that clear day, you can see forever and ever and ever and ever more. You feel part of every mountain, sea and shore, and you can hear from far and near a world you never ever heard before. On that clear day, on this clear day, you can see forever and ever and ever and ever more. Thank you.
Well, okay, I'm on now. And we've had a change in cast today. Jennifer put her red Christmas coat on, and I knew she was going to have to leave quicker than I thought. So, thank you, Jeanette, for bringing these offerings. And I do bless. I bless these offerings. I bless these tithes. I bless the love in this community, the love here, the many hands that contributed to this service, and the wonderful, terrific energy that draws to us exactly what we deserve and want. And with knowing this truth, I do release these words, and join me in saying, and so it is. Why don't we just extend that blessing and love by joining hands and allowing Reka to take us through our traditional song.
All right, ready? peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
We will have one more prayer, and then we will release everyone into the new year. And if I could have Reka join me down here. So after the prayer, if you'd like to meet and greet with Reka, I'd invite you to do so. And so thank you for saying yes to Spirit, Reka.
Yes.
And we so appreciate you. Okay, let's just know that these intentions that we have set are already in motion for perfect fulfillment by the Master itself. I know that our life is miraculous, mystical, and magical. And I know that our Spirit goes with us wherever we go. Each of us is blessed and a blessing, and so it is.
So it is.
Go forth and sin no more.